So you coming to the fights this weekend?
I was invited. I was like,
man.
hopefully we get along and have a fucking dope conversation.
We got along. It was fun.
Dude, I have massive respect. You know, Bryan's a crazy motherfucker. I tell a story. You know, that whole school down there was I wanted to tell this story about Bryan because he.
Bryan Callen?
Yeah. Fucking, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
So I used to take Tony Ortiz is one of the senior students of Master Choi. Another guy, we'll call him Chuck, but he's with the government now. He's a fucking bad motherfucker. So they always used to go around and want to fight bouncers and all this shit. That was what they did. They would fucking fight the biggest, scariest looking motherfuckers and just destroy them. So Blue worked... I said his name, sorry. But my friend worked with Cro-Mags and stuff. We took him out security with us in case we had problems or whatever. So it was like everything always went smooth. So one time, I used to work at all the underground hip-hop clubs in New York. So my friend was doing a party, and it was all fucking deep Brooklyn heads, fucking like homeboys and shit, like the real deal, this hip-hop club. And I take Bryan, another dude from the school, and Tony, and we go over there. And Bryan is in the middle of the fucking dance floor doing the funky fucking white boy nerd dance, and all these fucking, and the floor just opens up, and these fucking black fucking hip-hop crazy fucking homeboys are like, yo, look at this motherfucking white boy, like, it's bugging, and he don't give a fuck. He's seriously like a fucking pisser to roll with. So then I'm like, yo, I gotta go, but listen, man, I know what y'all motherfuckers do. Don't start no shit. Please, it's my friend's club. So I get home, go to sleep, wake up the next day, get a fucking phone call. Yo, like, he didn't know that they were with me. He's like, yo, there was these 3 fucking karate experts in the club last night, and they beat up all my fucking bouncers, dude. It was fucking crazy. Like, and one bouncer walked up and started some shit with Tony was trying to talk to a girl or whatever. And then, like, you know, this guy, he's all on the juice, rips off his shirt, like, fucking Tony throws a kick, fucking dislocates the guy's fucking kneecap. And then the melee just ensued, and it was just constant, these fucking huge bouncers coming at him, and Bryan's like, bah, 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 fucking, Bryan could fight. Bryan is, you know, he's a comedian, but he could throw down. And then Bryan just told me this, because I didn't hear the other part. He goes, yeah. Then all of a sudden, I'm fucking whacking these dudes, and we're fighting these guys, and then this fucking gigantic motherfucker, like, I was just like a little fucking baby in his arms, lifts me up and carries me out the fucking door and throws me across this car. And I look, and I turn around, and I'm ready to go, and then Bryan says, and I look, and it's this fucking crazy white dude with a fucking scar from one end of his face down his throat, and he points at Bryan and goes, don't even think about it. And like, Bryan was like, yo. But my friend called me up the next day. He's like, these motherfuckers. And I call him up, and I'm like, Bryan, the fuck did you do, man? I told you guys to fucking keep chill. He's like, yo, these bouncers were assholes. And, you know, it was, he's a character. Like I said, I was at his first comedy show ever.
He lived a wilder life in his young days.
Yeah.
I met him after all that stuff. I met him when he was more calm. I met him in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in big time. Master Choi, it was all about fucking getting out there and fucking contact.
There was a lot of martial arts coaches, instructors that wanted you to get in street fights.
Yeah.
Because you would practice. Because like street fights would show you how things would work in the real world. And the more you did it, the more you understood urgency, closing the distance, you know, delivering the first strike, all that kind of shit. Like, people are hesitant because in sparring, you always hold back. So, like, you know, I knew many martial arts instructors.
You come from a Taekwondo background, right?
That's what started.